BSSB 02, the podcast where we keep our phones on in the background and hope we make it big. And if we don't, fuck it. And if we do, fuck it. We'll still be here every weekend to entertain you.
Perfect. That was perfect. Cut. Check the gate.
Well, on today's episode, I'm going to kick it off with letting you know that we just fed Mark 300 milligrams of THC gummies. He didn't know exactly what he was taking until he ate them.
I didn't know how much I was taking.
Yeah, I didn't know how much he was taking until he ate them, and then I told him, so...
And it's still debatable that it might be more or less because they were all stuck together. It's like when you get two pieces of acid that are stuck together, and that might be 2 hits of acid you just ate, and the other guy got like a hit and a half, or like 2/3 of a hit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because they were all stuck together. You know?
So if he starts falling out, I guess I'll carry it home.
Yeah, it might just become the Eric show for like the last 20-ish minutes.
Or just calming Mark down from an anxiety attack, one or the other.
I mean, you would think it would do the opposite. It would help my anxiety, you know?
Well, so the other chocolate bar, I thought.
Yeah, that was mushrooms. You're talking about the
No, I'm talking about the mushroom one, though.
Oh, yeah, the mushroom chocolate made me feel fantastic.
Yeah, but it gave you
it
gave you a little bit of anxiety, though, a little bit.
Yeah, because I thought I was going to fall asleep. Because like I had 2 friends over. I just ate, a half-eighth of mushrooms? It was an eighth of mushrooms in that chocolate bar, and I ate 7 pieces out of 14.
Yeah.
So, and I hadn't taken mushrooms since high school. Sorry, Mom. And,
mind you, he didn't know he was taking mushrooms.
I didn't realize that I was. You didn't not tell me or anything. You didn't
tell him.
chauffeur me.
I didn't tell him, but
you didn't
tell you.
Didn't, yeah. You handed me 7 pieces, and usually when it's weed chocolate, you're just like, just eat them all, dude. They're not that strong or whatever. So I just immediately ate all 7 pieces, and then all of a sudden, Eric's over there texting Miggy, who's sitting right next to him on the couch, going, Mark just ate all 7 of those pieces. Mark's about to be fucked up or some shit like that. And I look at the box and I see, psilocybin. It's like, fuck, did I just eat mushrooms? And you're over there just giggling.
And you can insert the photo here.
Okay.
Of the moment that I took the picture of you when I think you realized you were fucked up.
I posted on Instagram. I even put a Hunter S. Thompson quote on. So I could tell people that I was on drugs without telling them I'm on drugs. I just said, we were somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the desert. And then ... The next line of that is, when the drugs began to take hold.
So, yep, so this episode is going to be, I don't know, we'll see where it goes. But like I said, fuck it, that's why we're here.
Yeah, there's a little story for you, too.
Yeah.
That was like right around last Christmas, too, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Because I think my Christmas tree was right there next to me in the chair where I'm trying not to fall asleep just with my eyes closed in the chair talking to you.
Yeah, it was a good one. But we'll get to start it out with, you worked today. How was work today for you?
It was actually hella better than I expected. It was another triple day, cramming 3 days into it and making us work for less money, but it went way smoother than I thought.
So you got...
Because the days were real small.
Today's Thursday, so what, you got Friday?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, that's cool, though.
And then I'll work Monday through Thursday.
It's kind of worth it like this time since it is Christmas. Other weeks is bullshit. This one is kind of cool.
Next Friday will be the same thing, a triple day, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad because the reason it wasn't this bad this time is because it's Christmas time and one of the stores were closed. That's why it could have been 4 days.
Gotcha.
But one of the stores were closed, but all the orders were a lot smaller because it's Christmas. Everybody's going to eat and shit. Like next week, everybody's getting drunk. So like they'll probably eat donuts for like parties and
But hopefully like New Year's resolutions usually slows down and then it picks up like Valentine's Day with like hearts and shit again, man.
And then Tuesday is another cleaning day and possibly like packing donuts.
Nice.
Because that's what we did this Tuesday. I scrubbed the shit out of those. Those walls have never looked that good before.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, what about you? How was work for you? I don't know if you like to talk about work.
Oh, I talk about it. I work for a cannabis company. I won't say the name of it or whatever, but it is here. It's somewhat local.
It's dank vapes, guys.
It's Cereal Cart.
Yeah. He makes that fucking Fruity Pebble shit you love so much.
No, it is it's an actual cannabis company though. in the state that we're in. I guess Ohio. I don't know how far this is gonna reach. Like everyone who listens doesn't know where I live.
I'm sure somebody out of state will hear it.
But it's here in Ohio, and no, it was pretty cool. I got out early today, like 11 something. Finished up a little bit of shopping that I had to do, and then just kind of hung out with the fam. It was a pretty chill day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my Christmas shop. I didn't have much Christmas shopping to do, but I did figure out my Secret Santa gift for my niece. So
nice. What'd you decide you get her?
Without giving too much away, I got her a gift card.
Well, when are you giving it to her?
On Christmas.
When are you posting this?
Oh yeah, I guess I'll probably post this on so this will be after that. So I got her a gift card to Walmart because I didn't know what she wanted, but I asked two people, and my mom ended up telling me like she said she needs like a couple new pairs of pants, and I was like, all right. So I got her like a $50 Walmart gift card. I said like, does she want to get them from Walmart? I'd probably get her somewhere else, but I said they'll probably get more at Walmart.
Oh, absolutely.
And she said, no, I'll just get it from Walmart. And I was like, okay. So I did. So I got her $50. She could at least get like 2 pairs of jeans or something. You know what I mean? Or it'll help her. That's $50 she doesn't have to spend on something more expensive, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Walmart, yeah, you can get a bunch of shit at Walmart for $50. Should be able to get a couple pair of pants and shit.
And then I was asked what I wanted, and I really need a new pair of like good shoes. Like the shoes I bought recently were $20 Walmart shoes just to work in and destroy.
Yeah.
So I need like a decent pair of shoes to wear when I'm not wearing these.
Nice.
So hopefully I'll get a gift card or something like that, so I could just, even if it's like $25 or $50, like I could get an $80 pair of shoes for like $30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or $50.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, I'll be getting some decent shoes for less money.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I get.
Nice. And then where is you guys going for this?
Oh, my mama's house. We usually go to my mom's. Sometimes we go to my sister's.
Hell yeah.
Or like my brother's or something, but usually it's my mom. We usually only go to other family members' houses when the weather's bad. Because my mom's driveway is like a quarter of a mile long up a hill.
I have seen your mom's driveway.
So it's hard for people to get up and down. So if the weather's real bad, we'll go somewhere where it's easier. Like my brother lives in Alliance, my sister lives.
Why don't you invite them all over here to BSSB?
Because could you imagine? Every time anybody went to get turkey in there, Ollie would just be like, whoo, whoo, whoo. And fucking Walt would just be on everyone's lap. Exactly. It was me, dude. I know I'm really good at it, but it wasn't that good, dude. Relax. That's Walt, everybody, for all the BSSB listeners. If you don't listen to my other 2 podcasts, you don't know this, but that's Walt. Walt is basically the 3rd member of every other show I do. And apparently this one as well. He's over Miggy and Pete.
Yeah, because they never fucking show up anyways.
Andy lives here. You're going to your mom's, I guess?
Yeah, we'll go to my mom's. We'll stop by there, hang out there for a little bit, go home, and basically be the guy that puts batteries in everything and has to set everything up
Dad.
for her. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be dad.
Just be dad, just setting everything up, putting batteries in, shit like that, and then probably joining along.
What's the most memorable Christmas gift you've ever got? Did we talk about this already? I don't think so.
No.
Can you remember one?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess looking back on it now, I was probably what you would say spoiled.
Yeah.
So like I got every game system, for Christmas. And,
not bad, guys.
Yeah.
I'm putting on silent right now.
The podcast that keeps their phone on. I told you.
Joe Rogan would hate me right now.
I don't know. So everything I ever really asked for, I sort of got. I never asked for like anything extreme, like never asked for a pony or nothing. But like, if I needed a new bike, I got a new bike. If I needed like, when I got a Sega, a Nintendo 64, a play, like I would just get whatever we needed or wanted. We got.
Yeah. No, I get it. But there's like not one thing that you got and you were just like, wow, this is really cool. Like just one you were really happy about, or one you actually didn't expect, or something. There's not one that sticks out. You're just that spoiled.
I can't think about it now.
You're just Richie Rich over here. Like, what do you get the guy that has everything?
No, but I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know. My parents took care of us, man. I don't know.
No. See, like I have all kinds of memorable gifts because we were talking about this slightly at work today, and I was but they were asking like, is there ever a toy that you never got but you always wanted? And I was like, no, not really, because like I knew what we were capable of. I didn't reach for the stars.
That's, I mean, I never did.
And usually if I did, it was to my dad, and he would get it for me, because that was kind of like how my dad made up for not being around.
Gotcha.
Because I remember, actually, for one Christmas, I don't know if it was Christmas or my birthday or something like that, but I got a box in the mail, big box, and there was a fucking Nintendo 64 in there. When Nintendo 64 was the current gen, and like 10 of the best games at the time, like GoldenEye 007, fucking Wave Race, fucking Mario 64, like all the good Shadows of the Empire, dude. So like my dad would come through, like he would always think, oh fuck, if it's cool and my kid wants it, he's gonna have it, sort of thing. So I always loved my dad for that shit. But I do remember I always wanted a fucking basketball hoop, like one that like a legit like one that you could adjust. An
in-ground one, or one that like on wheels?
This one, well, any one of them really, but like just a tall one that was like that I could actually play basketball on, with, like my friends and shit. Because like I didn't watch, but I was never really into sports, but I enjoyed playing them when I was younger. And like basketball was always one I enjoyed because I could play it with my stepdad and shit. Like he enjoyed playing it. And I remember it would always be me and Jeff Hughes versus my stepdad Roger and Jeff's cousin Josh. And Jeff's cousin Josh and Roger would kick mine and Jeff's ass every single fucking time, dude. Like me and Jeff never won a fucking game of 2-on-2 against my stepdad and Jeff's cousin Josh. They would demolish us every time. An old, well, he's not. He wasn't that old then, but an old guy, and somebody that was half Jeff's size. But my point is I always wanted one of those, and it took them like 10 to 15 years to actually get me one. So that's probably the most memorable present I've ever got, I guess is what I'm saying.
That's what's up.
Because I was much older, and I definitely didn't play basketball at that time. But they got it for me, and I always asked for it. I was like, this is actually super cool. And I did play basketball on a lot. That's when Roger and Josh would kick our ass all the time. But Jeff was like on the basketball team and shit. Jeff was a tall kid. Like he was good. Me and Jeff got our ass kicked by them every time. But yeah. That's probably the most memorable. You're talking to me about my phone going off. You're on it.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? All right, cut. I gotta make a phone call.
I could tell, yeah, something's going on. But yeah.
But no, to take a phone call. No, we were discussing gifts. I got some gifts at my mom's house. I got some gifts at another buddy's house because my mom keeps all of them in her bedroom. But I mean, she has gifts for.
I think you've told me about this.
She has other gifts for like her other grandkids and shit like that, and whatever. So her room's just getting too full, so she couldn't keep all the presents there.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of presents in wrapping paper at my other buddy's house that lives right down the road.
Yeah.
Who's single or whatever, you don't have kids or nothing. So
yeah.
And she was just making sure that like the gifts are equal. I had, because there's a few things that like, you know, the usual suspects like underwear, sock, like, because they're growing like weeds, so they need shit all the time.
Yeah, that's growing up. I always got that shit.
Making sure that we had all that, and she'd make sure I had the wrapping paper. And I told her, well, yeah. I was like, but I didn't want to keep it at the house because Ninja's intelligent enough to like, I didn't want her to see the wrapping paper in the house.
Yeah, she's old enough now to put two and two together.
And then see the same wrapping paper under the tree. So I kept all that.
Oh, yeah, that too.
All that shit like at my buddy's house. So she was just making sure.
I wouldn't even think about that. That's crazy.
So she was just making sure everything was in line. Because I tend to procrastinate and forget shit, but like not when it comes to Christmas morning. This is the greatest morning ever, especially when you have kids. So.
Yeah. Well, speaking of presents, I got you early presents. I got you another present.
Yeah.
But
what? I didn't even get you anything for Christmas this year. What are you talking about?
Like you did. See, that's why I said you don't get your hopes up too high because your gift for me. I didn't even get you anything. You did though. You did. You remember. You're acting stupid. I did.
He's reaching under the Christmas tree, this very small Christmas tree, to a very large bag. That's a nice bag, dude. Where'd you get that?
I got that from you.
All this?
Yeah, that's all for you. What do you think it is?
I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm going to open this one up. What is this thing? Oh, we got a sweatshirt I left here.
That's sweatshirt you left at work.
Oh, a sweatshirt I left at work?
Yeah, you left that at work.
Oh, that's a nice Biggie Smalls hoodie. Thanks, dude. Is
This
this all my shit I left at work?
No.
I didn't even know I had it. What's it? Another? What are these, pants? No, another sweatshirt. Which one's this one?
The inside out one.
Oh, one of these ones? Those are nice ones. This is all shit I didn't have.
You see why I was laughing hysterically when you were speculating about
This
it.
is gray Under Armour one. Plain gray Under Armour. Oh, we got
Ohio
Ohio State. There we go. How long have you had these?
Like all week. I got them on Monday.
Where'd they come from?
All from work.
No, but who came to you?
Val walked up to me one day when I was at work, and she was like, "Mark, Eric's got like a bunch of hoodies just chilling or whatever. I don't know. She was just talking about them, and she's like, I don't know. They just brought them all down there. They're all sitting on the table in there." So I was like, all right, I guess I'll fucking take them home and give them to him. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Nice, awesome,
I'll
dude.
give 'em
Hell
all
yeah,
to him.
thanks, dude. I got me like four new hoodies I didn't have.
that's
Couple
what was so
sweatshirts,
funny.
dude.
That's why I was laughing so
Yeah.
hard when you said
Dude, these
that.
are
Like,
definitely-
that's probably something I don't have.
These are
And I was
definitely-
like, well, technically.
This is way more expensive than anything I've ever got you, man.
No. Well, I did actually get you a present, but you already know what it is.
Oh, like I said, I didn't get
But
you
it's
one,
just
so
not
I
gonna be here until
feel terrible
next
because
week.
I didn't get you one. Now I'll have to get you a
Yeah,
present.
see, that's what I'm saying. Your present was so much better than that. This dude got me like a pretty. I didn't look it up or anything, but like a Diamond Select like Marvel Deadpool statue. Like this thing's at least $50 to $100, I would say. So like
It's a large price
that's the
range.
least I could do is give you all your shit back in a eventful fashion.
I was just hoping it was.
And buy you a T-shirt.
I was hoping it was like chocolate peanut butter brownies or something your
Not
mother
bad,
made.
dude. Well, I mean, she might be making. Said she was talking about making shit for you. So.
That's a hint if you're listening to this podcast.
Well, you must have hinted at it earlier because she already had an inkling in her mind.
She knows me well.
I love peanut butter too.
Did
so
she
I'm
like
always
the
down
gifts I
for it.
got? Did your mom see the gifts I got y'all here?
I told her and I showed her pictures of the statue.
Nice. She like
But,
it? She
yeah.
just show her the steps I got Walt.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
thought that was like the sweetest idea ever.
Yeah, perfect.
It saves Walt. He got Walt. Oh yeah, he also got the dog's duck treats. He got Walt a set of carpeted stairs so he doesn't have to jump onto the couch all the time like he always does. And the cat's got their favorite treats. So, like I said, that's the least I could do is give you all your shit back in a fun way, and buy you a T-shirt.
I enjoy it because it's cold, so I will have 3 hoodies on.
See, I was curious if you were gonna be like, oh man, I didn't even want these anymore. That's why I left them there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want anything really. I left there. Like who knows?
That's what I figured, but I washed them. They're all clean and shit.
That's what's up.
But,
Are
yeah.
they? Yeah, they are. I just smelled it.
You did. You snipped them up. He's fabric softener and shit, dude. You know me.
Dude, high class, dude. You use fabric softener on my shit?
Dry your
I
sheets. It's
appreciate
easy to
it.
throw that shit in.
Appreciate it.
But yeah. Well, there's your Christmas part. Technically, I guess this is our Christmas episode, even though it's going to come out like 2 days after.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Christmas episode. 'Tis the season.
If we were doing video, I would have got Santa hats or something, you know?
Yeah. So what are you drinking on this evening? And you got a new mug there, huh?
Yeah, dude, my mom got it for me. She must have heard the last episode where you went on your thing and talked over me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. But then I put that cool decal on it to make it like way better, and it like looks really
Is
good.
that the
on
pride symbol? Is that the New Age pride symbol?
That's the Coheed Pride symbol.
Oh, Coheed, yeah, that is the pride band, isn't it?
I will uppercut you, sir, from under the table.
Speaking of uppercuts, what do you, after this, we had our Jake Paul episode there. Now, Jake Paul basically called out Dana White and any person, basically, on the UFC roster
Yeah.
to a fight.
Specifically,
It was like Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz.
yeah.
And,
I might have said John. I think he called out anybody, but I can't.
I think-
Nate Diaz and Jorge were the two ones I remember the most. He
Yeah.
might have said John Jones.
What are your thoughts on that? When you think he...
I said that I think Dana should have shouted him out. Be like, hey, why don't you fight a boxer, dude? You're a boxer. Why don't you fight an actual boxer? And then we'll talk.
Yeah. Because it's almost time for him to,
and then maybe you can come fight MMA. How about that?
I mean, he's smart, though, doing what he's doing. But if it's to the point now where, like, people, I think, are getting like, hey, dude, you need to. I agree with you. You need to fight a boxer.
Well, I mean,
like,
I mean, I'm not going to deny that it's not good opportunities for the fighters, the UFC fighters, because clearly Dana's not paying them that great. And,
yeah, because I think I've seen a thing
they
where
can make big money over
where
there.
Paul said he'll give him $5 million.
I mean, how much did Tyron Woodley just make? At least $1 million.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying Masvidal. I was reading a thing where Jake Paul offered Masvidal $5 million, which is more. I mean,
how are they going to turn that down? How would Dana blame them for turning that down?
Masvidal said he wants 20.
Do it. Jake's making 20.
Yeah.
Tyron's going to be like, shit.
No. Masvidal said he wants 20.
I know. I'm saying,
but like he didn't agree to it yet. I don't know.
How much did Jake make? You know what I mean?
I have
Jake's
no idea.
At least making $20 million a fight at this
point.
point.
Not more.
Yeah. So.
And then Logan fighting Tyson.
Jesus, dude, he better not piss Tyson off. I know Tyson's a lot cooler and calmer than he used to be. He's a little more zen now that he smokes all that weed. But
like
piss off, he'll take your head off. Dude.
Yeah, I got like a feeling that like Mike Tyson's a person you could be like, hey, here's $2 million, like, don't knock me out. He'd be like, I ain't doing that. I'm coming for blood.
Yeah, Mike Tyson don't need $2 million. That dude
that's
has
what I mean.
a large weed company.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, I'm just saying, like, compared
he's going to be a billionaire by the time he's 70.
Compared to these other fighters that, like, rumored where there was, you know, everyone has their things where, they might have paid him off or he took a dive or shit like that. Like, Mike Tyson is the one person I believe out of any of these fighters.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to fight him.
His ego won't. Like, the lion inside of Mike Tyson, I don't think would allow him to even cross his mind.
No, you're right, dude.
So this would be, like, the first legit fight where, like, I could say, like, there's no question.
Yeah. Yeah, where, like, he definitely, there's no smoke and mirrors here. You know what I mean? I don't know what the word I was looking for is.
No, I understand. Yeah.
But.
And then I seen Francis Ngannou say he ain't going to re-sign with the UFC.
I saw that.
He's got like one more fight left, and that's it.
So would that mean if he wins, he's going to have to drop the title?
Yeah, I hope he goes to bare knuckle. Imagine him in bare knuckle fighting.
I wonder why he's not going to re-sign. Money, probably?
Probably money.
Yeah, it's probably money. Other people are probably
Dude, all it's going to do is take, which I'm not surprised, like with the whole WWE, AEW with Khan, like I'm surprised there hasn't been.
There might be.
Or there could be in the works.
They released a lot of people. They're probably trying to pick up some big.
Someone in like that status or that kind of money that's like, you know what, fuck it.
And
I'm going to pay these
giant dudes.
And I'm going to pay these dudes. No, I'm not saying they're going to wrestling. I'm saying, and I was going to say in that same instance where like Khan came in with all his fucking money and like just signed all these wrestlers and shit. I'm surprised that's not going to happen. Like there's Bellator, but I'm surprised someone like Khan hasn't come in and be like, fuck it, I'll give you guys $1.5 million a fight. And they're getting.
And start their own like.
And start their own fighting thing.
Yeah,
because all it does is take. I mean, look how much he's paying these fighters now. I mean, realistically, like, all you gotta do is fucking have a, be in that top class, and you could pull it off with sponsors and shit, and pay these guys $1.5 million. Or if you just like the sport, instead of making $40 million a pay per view, you make $20 million a pay per view, and actually pay your fucking fighters.
Yeah, dude.
And quit being so greedy. Like that's all it takes, and the fucking UFC's gone.
No, you're right. It'd take a while though.
Because you got to figure,
like decade or two.
You got to figure these fighters are only on like 3 fight contracts. That's not long.
No,
that's not much.
Shit.
3 fights can be gone in a year. So it's not like you're in a sports thing where like you're under a 3-year contract or a no compete clause after you retire get done. Like you can go to whatever the fuck you want to do.
No, you're right. I mean, shit, it might happen. Maybe it's in the works right now.
Shit, if I hit that like 800 mega millions type shit, best believe I'd be signing some motherfuckers. But here's $2 million. Here's $1 million signing bonus, man.
Yeah.
And just let it ride.
Shit. Dude, I'm high as fuck. I can feel that stuff already.
What are you talking about?
Those gummies.
Ooh, setting in.
Is it gonna it's setting in? So it's gonna go. It's only go up from here.
Yeah, you're only going up for the next like hour.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long one, folks.
Yeah. Yep. Other than that, then what do we got here? Oh, on another note, we got some new cannabis laws.
Yeah, tell me about those.
Starting up here in Ohio. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I might know a couple of them, but
just to make sure I'm for sure. But we used to be on this tier system where there was like tier 1 and tier 2 type weeds that were basically tier 1 was a certain THC percentage, like 22, I think, or 21.
Okay.
And then anything above it was tier 2. And
tier 2.
They would take more days off your allotment because you were given a prescription.
Okay.
And so it's basically equivalent to like 3 to 4 ounces every 3 months you could get of just flour. Now, like concentrates were counted as different, whether you got like concentrates, carts, or edibles, they were all different. But now they changed it to I'm going to read this from the email. Elimination of the tier system and update to the 90-day supply of plant material. The Board of Pharmacy approved a resolution that will eliminate the plant material tier system and increase the total amount of plant material that a patient can purchase in a 90-day period to 9 ounces regardless of the THC percentage, effective January 3rd, 2022.
Okay, I followed most of that.
So basically what that means is there's no more tier systems. Tier 1, tier 2.
Yeah.
It eliminates that. And instead of being able to get in the old system 3 to 4 ounces every 3 months, you can now get 3 ounces every month. So they basically tripled the supply that you're allowed getting.
Okay, nice. That's a
And
win.
then I believe also,
This is for Ohio?
yeah, this is Ohio.
Okay.
Yep. And then I also believe that you'll be able to grow inside your house as well with this. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure you can have like 2 mature plants and 2 non-mature plants going, which is sweet.
Oh, yeah. You're going to start growing now?
Yeah, probably.
You can legally, right?
Yeah, legally, yeah. Once it's legal, I'll start growing.
Hell yeah.
So, good news for all the card holders out there here in Ohio.
Which you are.
Which I am.
And I am.
Yeah. Of course. That's how we're doing what we do. Because we're both legally allowed to.
But nice. Is that the only shit you got for that? I thought you had like a whole list.
No, that was, it's just a little update, which is
When is that into effect?
January 3rd. So,
That's
here shortly.
Very soon. Yeah, that's like a week.
Yep,
over a
that's actually huge news, man. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
so, it's a move in the right direction.
Yeah, if they're making moves at all, that means that we're moving forward, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel real good. That feels, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for a second there, I got like a little dozy. And like it was hard to focus.
Yeah.
But like, now I'm feeling all right.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. How would you describe your high right now?
I don't know.
Like all right, we'll go scale of 1 to 8.
Oh, like I'm 7.5, 8.
That's how high you are right now?
I'm pretty high, but I was also smoking too.
No, we were
But like, I feel it in my body
we were,
as opposed to in my head.
We were vaping marijuana.
Yeah, I'm a little cold too. It might help if I put like a hoodie on or something.
We weren't smoking blunts. We were vaping flower.
Bada boom. Realest guy in the room. I'll cut around that. I gotta get a hoodie or something.
That's how we can legally. Hey, I got some sweatshirts here. If you want to, you want to use one of these new sweatshirts or hoodies I got.
I got one, bro.
This just came over my phone. A Chicago area mall shooting leaves several injured, 1 person in custody. At least 4 people were injured, and a suspect was in custody after shots rang out at a Chicago area shopping mall Shots rang out at the Oak Brook Center Mall in Oak Brook, Illinois.
Jesus.
Just before 6 p.m.
Any casualties or anything?
It just says no.
Jeez.
Just said injured right now.
Well, I guess injured would be casualties, but I guess
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't confirm any casualties, just the injuries right now.
Yeah, usually. Damn. Chicago, man, it's a crazy place.
Yeah, it was shit. Probably mutual combat.
Mutual. Yeah, don't get me started. Don't even get me started.
But we were watching that Nuke a little bit before we started the podcast, and we didn't want to get too far into it. But what are your thoughts on like aliens, ghosts, and kind of that like shit that's out there that like?
Like, what do you mean? Like, do I believe in that?
Do you
stuff?
believe in like aliens, ghosts? Like, we'll start off with aliens. Like, what are your thoughts on aliens or other living creatures? I don't know if you want to call them like aliens, but
or like cryptids and shit, like
just
Bigfoot and shit like that.
Just I wouldn't say Bigfoot, but just outer space shit.
Oh, okay.
So aliens, I guess, is the perfect thing. But
like extraterrestrial
yeah.
beings.
So do you think there's little ETs riding bikes fucking out there? Some shit? Like, what's going
riding
on?
Bikes. I think that there most likely is. I think anything's possible. Like, I think God's possible. I think maybe even what the Bible says is probably maybe possible. Unlikely, to a T.
Yeah.
But
there's probably some truth hidden in there in some parts of it.
But from what we know, unless science is a lie, and there's some big conspiracy and it's all a simulation and that's a hologram out there, you know what I mean? The fact that I exist from science that we know now and space, what we know about space, the fact that I exist tells me that aliens, there's something else out there too.
Probably. I think it's too big to deny that there isn't something out there.
Yeah, and from all the weird evidence you see of like things in the sky, like a good portion of it, probably even most of it, is probably like weird government shit and stuff from it's us. You know what I mean? But the weird stuff you can't explain, like some of it's probably otherworldly. And so I mean, like I think it's definitely possible. So yeah, I would probably call myself a believer, if you want to call yourself that.
Are you a flat earther?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
No, that's ridiculous.
All right. And speaking of like outer space,
I mean, I guess it's possible. Like I said, anything's possible. But from
think
what I know, I don't think.
Do you think we landed on the moon?
Yeah, I think we landed on the moon for sure. I think they didn't tell us everything. I think there's probably a lot of shit on the dark side of the moon we don't know about, like whether it be like something sinister or like ancient civilization or something, or just like crazy shit over there that they don't really tell us about. So yeah, I think we've been to the moon, but I think the government is the government about it.
Do you think we went to the moon in 1969 for the race to space? Do you think that's when we went? Or do you think we went there later? Do you think like that's a whole conspiracy?
I don't know. See, that's a good question. I don't know. Probably not. We probably did go. But it could have been faked. I mean, have you ever seen 2001: A Space Odyssey? That movie's really good. It's really well done. It looks real. That shit looked real for being made in like the late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah.
I think. It might have been later than that. I can't remember. But I love that movie. That's a good movie. Makes you think about shit. But what was I saying? What were we talking about? I'm high.
Talking about the moon, the race to space.
Oh,
and if we actually did it in 1969.
Yeah, we did that shit. I just think they don't tell us everything about it, and there's probably some shit they don't want us to know about it. What about you? What do you think about all that shit? And aliens, I guess.
Oh yeah, I think there's something out there. I don't know if it's directly like looks like what we think, like what we see from the drawings. There's so many. Is it big head, big eyes, small body?
Yeah,
is it like
the grays or whatever?
Yeah, is it like
There's like taller ones too.
yeah, is there taller ones or green ones? Like, you know what? I don't know, but I bet there's something. I would have to say there's something out there.
I would say at least there's a likely chance that there's another type of human. Like they look more like us, maybe like they're
Maybe
slightly
not
different.
as far along, or maybe further along, but there's something like us.
Or maybe that, like, even when it comes to their biology and the way they are, the being that they
What if
are.
there's a whole nother Earth out there, just like us, though? You think that's a possibility?
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like maybe slightly different. Like everybody is like black, or like maybe a different,
purple.
Slightly
Everyone
a weird
yellow.
yellow color or something.
Everyone Asian
Everybody
yellow.
yellow. Well, that sounded that I don't even know what that was. I'm so high I can't do voices, and that's my thing at this point. Just fucking around.
Oh yeah.
You got me off my game tonight, sir. I am very, very high. Like, very high.
Now, mind you, I did eat more
But in a good way. Like, I feel
than
good.
what he ate tonight. So I didn't give him any crazy amount.
How many? What did you say it was? 300?
It was a little under 300 that you ate. I ate over 400 when I ate mine.
I feel all right
So
now.
I ate well over 150 more than what you did the other night. So
Yeah,
like
son.
I gave you less.
Yeah,
So
you said you ate it, and you
I only smoked one cigarette and I couldn't even vape a lot that night
damn.
in like a 5-hour period because I was just toasted.
Toasted like a bun on a summer barbecue burger. Toasty.
I was toasted like my grandpa did when he fell asleep in the chair out back.
Toasted like my grandma when she was crawling out of the refrigerator box.
That was like a Theo Von inspirational thing there.
Yeah. Somebody said I heard that somewhere a long ass time ago.
If you were given $2 million and you can't spend money on anything or anybody but yourself, what would you buy? Like, you can't buy your mom anything, you can't buy your dad, you can't buy anything for your dog. It's got to be specifically for you. You can't give away nothing.
Oh.
Like, you guys, the whole $2 million is you. Like, what would be one of the first things you buy for yourself?
It all has to be okay. So it's not like a Brewster's Millions type thing. You ever saw that movie? Richard Pryor and John Candy. He was given $30 million, I think, is what it was, and he had to spend it in 30 days. And if he did, he got like $100 and some million dollars, $200 million. Mm-hmm. But he couldn't have anything to show for it when he was done.
Gotcha.
So it's not like that's what I thought you were going with, and it's a good movie. I recommend it.
No.
I think that's actually a remake of a previous version of it.
Gotcha.
But,
no, this is like shit you have to buy you have to, like, something you would do for yourself or something you buy for yourself, but it has to be for you. No one else can benefit off it.
One thing, I have to buy one thing. That's
no, like, what would be one of the first things you buy? You can buy. I'm just saying, what would be like the first thing you buy?
Fuck. And it has to be for me, because I can say the first thing I would say is a Hummer for my mom if that wasn't the case, because she's always, and she even brings it up sometimes. She's like, I never got that Hummer.
That's what I mean. It's got to be for you. Because usually, like, when you get that, you always want to, your first thing is usually like, oh, I'd get my mom this, or I'd, this for my kids, or, however your situation is. But yeah, this has got to be specifically a gift to yourself.
Fuck. I don't know, dude. Probably a house. A place to live. I want to secure a place to live so that I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to, like, pay rent or anything. I just have to upkeep on it.
Just the taxes and...
Yeah, and it wouldn't be, like, extravagant. It would be large enough
to do a nice little ranch house or some shit.
And maybe, like, some future ideas and shit. But, like, it wouldn't be, like...
Now, would you want land? Are you, like, close city? Like, you want to be close to everything? Would you want to kind of be out like how your mom is? Or where would you want? What would you want your setup to be?
I don't know. I think I'd start out looking to see what already exists. You know what I mean?
But you wouldn't specifically start looking like to see what I can find out here?
I would probably just go to my brother and be like, hey, help me figure out like a dope little setup.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what I'd end up doing if I didn't find anything that, like, that's sweet, I want that.
You could come live across the street from me. They're gonna be building a house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have it, Eric, so I can't do it.
I'm saying the $2 billion. I'm saying you could have did that. You could come be my neighbor.
Oh, yeah, I could if that was the case, yeah. But I'm not.
What cereal? What's your number one cereal?
Right now, my go-to is always Fruity Pebbles. I love Fruity Pebbles, but
Was that your child? What was your
Because-
childhood cereal like when you were like elementary school? You know, like that 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9 range, somewhere around there.
that was probably one of them. But I love like honeycomb too, and I don't know. I kind of just got whatever I was feeling at the time.
Oh yeah. What's your?
But I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch too. Shit, yeah.
I heard. I don't like milk, but I heard the CTC milk at the end is pretty bomb. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I heard that CTC milk is it's pretty fire. It's one of the best in the game.
Probably is, dude. So that's what I love. Like I love like milk and cookies too. Like I like things with milk. Like things that
Do you ever
are
buy
dry
like the?
and
You
then
ever buy
become
like
wet.
the little?
I like-
What were the cookie cereals with the dog?
Yeah, Cookie Crisp is
Cookie.
bomb.
Did you like
I
those?
know,
Those
yeah.
are cookies.
At one point, they made peanut butter Cookie Crisp,
Oh, I bet
but
you
it
that
was
fire.
they didn't taste like peanut butter. They tasted like peanut butter cookies. They were little peanut butter cookies, and they was so good. And I don't think they make it anymore.
What's your go-to? What's your go-to like fast food for like lunch? Like if you had to pick.
Around here,
Yeah, like what's your go-to around here?
Oh,
I know
shit,
you like. I know
yeah.
you're like an In-N-Out. You've been in Cali, so you've had like the In-N-Outs and probably the smash burgers.
around here would probably be like Five Guys or like fast food. Would probably be
Yeah, like
Five
fast food.
Guys or something. But that's not really fast food. Is that drive-through?
I don't know. I was
No, I
thinking
don't think
more
so.
like your normal.
Okay, then like I guess Wendy's. Wendy's that was just the most dependent. Like it's the tastiest when it. I don't know. Wendy's just seems better than all the rest when it comes
Yeah.
to like quality.
That's probably mine too. For as far as like burger joint fast foods, like your
Yeah.
McDonald's, Burger King, shit like
But like I
that.
love Taco Bell too, but they've been fucking with everything.
I wish Arby's wasn't so fucking expensive because I would kill that place regularly. Is there a nickname that your parents used to call you when you were growing up at all?
Asshole, little shit. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Was there like a nickname, like your mom or anything or some shit? Or any of your
My
aunts?
stepdad would call me Junior.
Call you Junior?
Yeah, he'd call me Junior.
Oh, that's
Even
what's
though I'm
up.
not a junior.
He would just call you Junior?
Yeah, but like he would just, I don't know, say I'm in my room and he's sitting on the couch in the living room and be like, Junior! And I'd be like, I'd be like, what? You know what I mean?
What's like your favorite, like if you had to pick like for like dinner, like steak, pizza, tacos, like what's like your, I don't want to get like too specific and say like straight like
Like chicken Alfredo.
chicken Alfredo.
Yeah. Or like fettuccine Alfredo. With
You like
bread
that
steaks
shit?
and shit and like dipping it in the sauce.
Hell yeah.
Nah, dude.
Now,
It's my shit.
do you think it's wrong
Is
for,
this like a, am I putting on my like dating profile right now?
do you think it's wrong for vegetarians to eat animal crackers?
I mean, depends on what the oil they use for the crackers were, or like if there's any animal product in it. And if so, yes.
All right, finish the sentence. Taylor Swift is
Okay, I guess. I don't know anything really about her. She seems kind of prissy. Finish the sentence with a paragraph.
first celebrity crush.
I think I answered this the other night. Like the most recent or the soonest I can remember is Christina Ricci and Addams Family.
Was that your
Or
favorite?
like
was
Saoirse
that
and Willow.
was that your was that your favorite childhood TV show? Like
What?
that where you just said from the Addams Family, wasn't that a show?
Addams Family was movies. She was in the movies.
Wasn't there a
It was a show back in like the 60s or something.
Got you. What was your favorite childhood TV show? Like that Saturday morning, like old school, like wake up, like what you had to see. Was there one?
Saturday morning.
Or like any like childhood like cartoon or like
There's all
TV?
kinds of shit. Like I watched Power Rangers
What was your favorite?
after
though?
school, but like in the morning, it was probably like that show Recess. I remember watching that a lot.
Oh shit, Recess, I remember that.
And I don't know. There was a show called Reboot.
Doug. Did you ever watch Doug?
Yeah.
Doug?
Yeah. It was better when it was on Nickelodeon. And then
What about, were you a
Disney
fan of like
bought it,
Ren and
they made it different.
Stimpy or like Monsters Inc. and shit? Remember them? Wasn't Monsters the one where the dude held his eyes in his hand? Remember that shit?
That was Real Monsters. I like that
Real
shit a lot.
Monsters. Yeah. Did you like that?
Yeah, dude.
Monsters
that was
Inc.'s
Nickelodeon.
like the new age shit. I forgot.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is like John. I love John Goodman though. Yeah, I loved all that shit. Wishbone, you remember Wishbone?
No, I do not.
But the dog, it was a little. I don't even know what he was. He was a little dog, but there'd be two storylines going on. But in one storyline, the dog was like acting out like a classic literature book. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, like my favorite one was can't remember what it was, but it was about the guy who sold his soul to the devil. Why are you asking me all these questions anyway?
Just cause, man.
What about you though? You're not answering it.
No, it's not my time right now. Mine will be the next time. This is your time right now.
Gotcha. All right.
If you could go into the past and see your ancestors or the future and see like your, 4 generations ahead, what would you pick?
Right off the rip, I thought the future, because I would probably have the most to gain by going into the future.
Gotcha.
Because like, what would I have to gain from going to my past and talking to my ancestors and then talking to?
Tell them to invest in Apple. Tell them to invest.
I guess it depends on how far back I go. Like, what time period am I going to?
I don't know. I mean, you could just tell them to tell the next, and eventually it's going to pay off. I don't know. You could make benefits, like they say. If we change the past, it could affect the future.
Yeah.
Would you take that chance?
I mean, I guess I'm more,
Because it could be for better or for worse, right? It could be it's one of those things.
I don't know. I don't know the rules of time travel, really. Like, what are the real rules of time travel? Does anybody
We would
know?
have to ask Michael J. Fox.
He knows.
He does.
That's why he has Parkinson's now.
That's rude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you, Michael J. You're my boy. I have all 3 of the movies on Blu-ray. So, I support it.
All right, last one. If you could go back to any age and just relive that 1 year,
Oh, shit.
what age would you pick?
Fuck, dude, that's a good question. I don't know, but I'd have to think about that for a minute. You know?
Yeah. Well, we can let you think about that, though. We'll switch it up here. That's a little deep.
It's hard.
It's a hard one. It's a
feel
little
like I'm on the
deep, but it's
spot.
hard. I did put you on the spot. That was literally, Mark had no idea these questions were, I'll just let you know, Mark had no idea these questions were
high
going to
as
be
fuck,
drilled out of him.
dude.
I literally did it because I knew that he was super high, and I was like, all right, we're going to get some
And you knew
answers
I'd
out
really
of him.
think about it.
And it's like a get to know Mark type moment.
I guess. I'm going to write all these questions
And if we
down
ever
later.
get a guest on here, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna ask
ask
you
them
again.
similar questions and stuff.
And then one day you're going to have to do it.
And then one day Mark's going to ask me some questions randomly, and we're going to go with it.
You're good. You say that now, but you'll probably never do it again. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll do it again.
The look you gave me, you were just like, motherfucker, I'll do it again.
Oh, I'll do it. So you and JR had any good conversations at work over the last week? Any good? You guys usually, JR's a good talker. You guys usually have some good. We're gonna try to get JR over here one day and get him on this thing, but
We definitely do.
you and JR usually have some pretty good topics, or at least
Not really.
Not all-
Like, it's
no?
been a weird week.
weird week, huh?
Yeah, like, the days have been, like, a little short. And people have been all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to Thomas Deskins if you're listening.
yeah, for real.
I don't know if he's still staying at Hotel 62 or not, but shout out. Get them plates fixed. Let's see what else you got on here. What do you got on your list here? Mark came up with wrote down some stuff.
Yeah.
Here you go. You can have it. I think we talked about all my shit.
Oh, yeah. See, some of these I feel like I should wait for JR though.
Yeah, JR would be a good one for a couple of those because those have been some shits.
Okay, this is one okay. Since you asked about JR too, this is the one thing I did talk to JR about, and Jimmy. Let's say that someone comes to you and tells you, I will take you on a 1-month tour, take you all around the universe, and I answer all the questions, every question you have for 1 month. But do whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You will know all the answers to the universe. But when it's over, you have, I said to them 1 day at first, and they immediately said no. You know what I mean? And then I said, then you have 1 week to document it, log it, tell whoever you want all about it, have it, enjoy your life, and then you die.
No.
You're already saying no.
No.
Yeah? Why not?
2 kids.
That's true. Okay, yeah. Of course. I should have known that already. You're right. But
single, no kids. I would sacrifice myself for the greater cause.
Nah, I get it. Because the reason
I would want a month. I wouldn't want a week. I'd want a month. Like if I could barter with it and you could give me a month, I would definitely hands down do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd want to document it all.
I mean,
and then I just want to live the fuck out of my life for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's what I want to do.
For 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, I figure like a week or two of
so
like.
So you'd do it if you had 2 weeks.
No, I'd
have do all that after.
I would need 2 weeks to tell everybody, and do what I needed to do. Maybe show people shit or whatever. Like, no, this is how it was, or this is what you do. I'd want 2 weeks of that.
Yeah.
And then I'd want 2 weeks of just doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Okay. Because I had question, and like the only reason I even asked the question.
What about you? What was your?
Exactly, because the only reason I even asked the question is because it was on Bad Friends, but Little Dicky was there instead of Bobby Lee. Little Dicky asked him that question, and I was like, "That's a good question for the show. I'm going to start asking people that too." Mm-hmm. And so shout out to Bad Friends, I guess. But I said I have questions. Like, I need to know what happens afterwards. Like, if I die, like, that question would be answered after I accept the offer, because that would be one of the questions I would ask. What happens after I die?
Yeah.
I don't have kids and shit like that, or really any real reason to just. It's not like I'm contributing anything great to the world or have any responsibilities or anything,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it would depend on that. Because, like, what if...
Like, I would need to take pictures and videos, like, while I'm along doing this, because I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah. That's another question I had. I would ask if I'd be able to document it.
Like, if I could like, if he's telling me, like, no, you got to remember with your brain, I'd be like, bro, I ain't got that big of a brain to remember all this shit, dude. Like, I can't... The answer's no. No, I'm not going to remember it. Then I'm not the person for this trip. I know a couple people that could. I can send you their way, and they might decide to, but...
Also, I might get those questions answered anyway when I die, depending on what happens when you die.
Yeah.
For all I know, I might wake up one day or when I die, I might just wake up and...
It all starts over.
Yeah, or something else, you know what I mean? We're in another dimension, and we're in a simulation, or...
Yeah, we're all in the Matrix. You just get unplugged and go about another life.
Yeah, it all depends on the answers to the questions I would have beforehand. And they're like, dude, all these questions will be answered when you do it. I'm like, no. But they both said no as well. This shit definitely does give you cotton mouth, though.
Dude, it does.
I mean like a soda or something.
It does do that to you.
So you do realize that the podcast is called Blunt Smokers Smoke Blunts.
Yeah, but we just vape.
So we're frauds. You're openly admitting that we're frauds.
It's just like Joe Rogan smokes tobacco cigars on his podcast. We're vaping in this room. All right, I'm just going to let y'all know that.
There you go. Now you're in on the joke. Damn. I am very high. Very high.
On a scale of 1 1 to 8. How high are you?
I'm a hard 8. I'm a hard 8 now. It's not a 7.5 anymore. Very hard 8.
A good high though, like it's a clean high for sure. Like it's not like anything crazy though. Like it's just a good body head all over high.
Yeah. How high is Mark going to be after eating 300 milligrams of THC? He's a topic on the list. I don't know if we should wait for JR for this one or not. We could probably talk about this one and then ask him if you want to.
We can wait for JR for that one. JR will be a good one for that one.
Because the rest of them are kind of JR questions.
Gotcha. See, that's why we need him over here. So if you're listening to this,
JR, get your dick all over here, dude.
get over here, bro.
But alright, yeah. BSSB number 2. Till next time.